Hello and welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be looking at a new artist. Not really a new artist, but new to the channel. Gabriel Henrique. This is a cover of the song "Stand Up," and this one was. It came highly rated. Usually I mostly have reacted to videos by like Dimitri Bergen, Diana Kudinova, Angelina Johnson. Like I've got a Emma Koch. Like I have like a list of people I'm reacting to a lot. A lot of like metal music from like Nightwish and Epica and Arian, like things of that nature. So I have no idea what to expect with this. It looks like this is really, really pared down. It doesn't look like this song has a lot. It's very simple. It looks pretty kind of. It looks like it might be a raw sort of song. I have no idea what to expect here, but people told me I would not be disappointed. It's interesting when you see something that's pared down as much as this seems like it is, because it's just going to be him in front of a wall with a bunch of lights. So it's just going to be all about the music, which, I feel like that's a good thing. So basically what I usually do here, if you've not seen any of my music reactions before, I will listen through the song once, and then I will go back and I will listen through it again. Only this time I'll stop, I'll make comments, I'll talk sometimes I talk about various techniques that they are doing, the singer. I'll talk about the lyrics and analyze them. Like I've got a whole lot of different things that I do the second time through. So without further ado, let's listen.
I've been walking, if my face run to the sun, weight on my shoulder, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, yeah, just in case I have to run. I do what I can, when I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. For across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, ooh, we're gonna start a movie towards the separating line. Yeah. I'm ready for the waters. You know I gotta make up mine, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight if it's strength that I got until I die. So I gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. For across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's
Okay, so I just wanted to say, like, first of all, it does. I'm gonna listen to it again, I promise, because there's definitely things I want to delve into there. Um, it's interesting, like it when he started singing it. I was like, I couldn't tell. I was like, it feels like a like one of those uh like sweet swing low sweet chariot, like a slavery thing, you know, like we're gonna cross the river, we have gotta get to freedom, like that was sort of what I was thinking. I was like, I was wondering if maybe it was like African slaves, or if it was maybe the Jewish slaves, like leaving Egypt, like that kind of thing. So that is the kind of anthem that like it feels like to me, just based on the lyrics. That's what it feels like the song is. So I don't know if that's specifically what it is about, but that is what it felt like to me. That's what it sounded like just based on the lyrics itself. I was not expecting those notes to come out of him at all. Um like some of those notes at the very end there. And again, I like that the song is really pared down. I thought that the use of the clapping as a lot of the percussion was interesting. The vocalizations happening in the background too, because it was also there was more going on than I kind of thought there would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more acoustic, but there was still definitely a lot of orchestra there, which I found was interesting because it was so quiet though. Because like it was very much just to sort of prop him up and prop his voice up. And I appreciated that too, about just the mix in general of the song. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to it again. This time I will stop during certain parts and we'll talk about specifically what's happening in the music at that moment that I really like. So again, the low strings, and then like the chanting and the clapping. That's another reason I went to. It sounds like a lot of Go Across the Water, Swing Low Sweet Chariot, like these like songs that might have been sung to each other by African slaves to sort of tell people where to go and like how to get to freedom, and like the hope building songs that they did. But it adds attention, like low strings like that, like high strings add like a fear element to it. Low strings, I feel like, especially if there's like nothing else happening, can add just sort of like it's a thrum. It's like it's tension. It's not necessarily bad, but there's a tension there that I feel like really, really is accentuated by those low strings. But those low strings also create a sort of warmth as well. And like, again, the background helps with that. Like it's a very warm background, even though there's not a lot of light on his face. It feels like, again, you see the lights in the back. It feels purposeful and hopeful in a way. It's like it's tense, but we're not afraid, if that makes sense.
I've been walking.
And honestly, I also wasn't expecting him for like a lot of this song. It kind of feels like he's singing it right here. It feels a little bit nasal. It's a very poppy sound for a lot of the song, which again, I don't know what I was expecting when I looked at him. I don't know if I had an expectation, but I wasn't expecting that sort of nasal sort of tone. And when I say nasal, I don't mean that in any kind of negative way. I feel like a lot of the time someone says, "Oh, you sounded really nasally," and it can be a bad thing. But in this case, it doesn't feel like that. Excuse me. There's a lot of resonance happening here. As opposed to in his chest or in his head. Like he's not in his head voice yet. He's not in his chest voice. He's right here in the middle, and it makes it sound kind of nasal.
If my face run to the sun, weight on my shoulder, a bullet in my gun.
A bullet in my gun. Is that what he says?
Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, yeah. Just in case I have to run.
And And that's pretty cool. And then he says run, and he does a fucking run on the word run. That's awesome. His the slides, like he goes from like kind of this middle thing to like almost a belt to like back down again. Like those are high notes. Those are hard to hit at that volume and at that control. That's crazy. Like, did you like that's
just in case I have to run.
I like this run on the word run. That's just fun, like auditory storytelling. It's like, I like it when people do that. When they like sing the word and it's like soft and then like they sing it really, really quiet. I don't know. I just find those little tricks, I think they're fun and they add to a performance. I'll also be staring directly into my soul right now and I hate that.
I do what I can, when I can, when I can for my people. While the clouds were back and the stars fill the night, that's when I gonna stand up, take my people with me, together we are going.
And again, like I like that the drum is kind of the most, like the biggest background that we're hearing right now, and everything else is really, really filler.
My people with me.
The piano's in there, but it's again, it's just filling in the empty spaces that the drum and the voice
Together we
and the chorus in the background is still like repeating it, and the reverb on the mic. It makes it sound like it is a movement.
are going to a brand new home. For across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah.
See, this part is crazy. Like, I was not expecting that at all. And it's just like, I mean, he's nailing these high notes for sure.
Early in the morning.
And then again, he gets really, really like up here. Money in the morning. Like it's up here, but it's not like he keeps enough actual tone in there. And it doesn't sound like this, you know, like because one thing that people will do sometimes to hit some of those notes is they'll do a mosquito drill and they'll go, you know, it's like, and it's up there, but then like it allows you to get some of those higher notes. It like just, it opens up places and it like puts your brain in place. You can feel what needs to move around to get those higher notes, which is cool. And like, then some people, I've never been good at it, but some people like him can then translate that into a specific tonal quality that doesn't sound annoying, but it's still using those same techniques.
Early in the morning.
And then he opens it way up. Like he goes from really tight, money in the morning. And like, then he goes way out. That's not easy to do. And like, listen to me attempting it. This is going to be really embarrassing for me to put out on the internet. But he just goes from pretty closed off to very open and wide very quickly. And it changes things like in the blink of an eye. And that's cool to listen to.
Before the sun begins, before the sun begins to shine, ooh,
He's just having fun with that. I love that. Like, again, his little riffs when he's just throwing them in there. It's really cool. I have to listen to the original song at some point, but like, I love his little riffs that he's throwing in. And again, he's just playing with his falsetto, and it's beautiful. That was like one of the main lines that was like making me think, oh yeah, north, south, you know, that was one of the main lyrical choices. But I looked it up, and like the original singer was like Cynthia Erivo, and she's not American. So I don't know. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. It could be about a lot of stuff. You're talking about a separating line. I'm not sure.
Towards the separating line, yeah.
And that, again, the breath control also, when like you have the breath control to like get louder at the end of a longer run like that. It's not a hugely long run, but there's still a run that happens and he gets louder at the end. That's pretty impressive.
From the waters, you know I gotta make up mine. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight if it's strength that I got until I die.
And I like how he's doing the staccato thing. Da 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 da. It's like we're still moving forward, but it's like we can jazzy with it. I don't know. I appreciate the sort of staccato-ness of it in this part because he's been pretty smooth and flowing throughout. So whenever you've got long portions of a certain style and then you throw in something else, it does shake it up a little bit and it kind of pulls the listener back in. I like it when they do stuff like that.
So I gonna stand.
See, now we're slow and smooth and legato connected again.
Together we are going to a brand new home. For across the river, you hear freedom calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know
it's so beautiful. That note when he does that's gorgeous. I just want to listen to it again.
And I know what's around the vein might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone.
And again, when his the rapid switches from head to chest to mix, he's not really going into the mix again anymore. He's just these loud, belting sort of sounds, and then right back up to head voice where it's soft and floaty again. That's difficult to do, and I think he's doing a good job. Again, the breath control, very impressive.
And I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried.
Then it's about to get even crazier.
Just the speed of the sky.
That's a crazy note, dude. That's crazy. And he's so crystal clear. And it's that's a long run. And holding high notes is hard. High notes and belts. Those are the things that are the most difficult I have found to maintain. And he just shoots it even further up into the stratosphere. And then when you think he's gone as high as he's gonna go, he goes higher.
For across the river.
Oh, and then he's belting.
Calling me to answer. Stand up.
Again, that's a great note. Way to hold it. Do you know how, and again, when he's doing a lot of that, it's very, very wide. He's keeping everything incredibly open, just letting it sail. I love it.
Far across the river, yeah. Calling me to.
I mean, that felt a little bit like a nod to the gospel, yeah, boom, bring that back in. Yeah.
Calling me to answer, gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up.
Oh my God, that's crazy when he does that.
Together we are going.
Because again, it's just such quick fluctuations between his belts into this incredibly high falsetto, this piping note, and then back straight down again. And it's no break, no settling into your mix, no, it's amazing.
To a brand new home, far across the river. Calling me to answer, gonna keep on keeping on. I've been feeling in my bones.
And then it fades back out again. It's quite lovely. Quite lovely. So he does a lot of these covers, it looks like. And I mean, if you want to see more of him, go ahead and let me know. I can add him to my list of people that I watch. Again, most of the I'm trying to think. I don't think I have put any I don't have any American singers on the list because the whole point is to sort of not be doing American music. It's to like find music from other places in the world and other people. So he's Brazilian. So maybe I should have Alec listen to him at one point with me. Not that I don't think Alec knows too much about I don't know how much Alec knows about music, honestly, but he's Brazilian and he likes, Brazilian artists and Brazilian things. So that could be kind of fun to like potentially watch something with Alec, maybe in Portuguese, and then have Alec kind of explain the lyrics as I talk about the music itself. And like we can talk about how those two things match or don't match. I don't know. I think it could be interesting if people want to see me react with Alec. And if you don't know who Alec is, then you're missing out. Go over to Chicanime. That is our like anime channel. And he and I are reacting to Black Clover right now over there. We also have a Patreon. And over on the Patreon, you'll get early content, you'll get some extra content. There are some stuff, mostly anime, that are not available anywhere else right now. There's a couple of other TV shows, like a movie or two, they're just not available. They're not available here or on YouTube anywhere. But yeah, so we do appreciate very much if you leave a like. This video will be coming out early for members, and then it'll eventually move and come on to YouTube for everybody else as well. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Go ahead and let me know what to react to next. Bye-bye.